Ohio State, Purdue. Ohio State 29.5-point road favorites, 48.5 the total in this game. I'm very tempted to take Purdue maybe first quarter, first half Purdue here. I think at home they're going to, sky high with Ohio State coming into town. I think there's a chance they get absolutely destroyed as this game goes along. But maybe in the early going with Ohio State, not that Penn State's a big win anymore for them last week, beating the Nittany Lions the way they did. But they did start off a little slow in that game, Ohio State against Purdue, against Penn State. Maybe early Penn State or Purdue, can kind of hang around. I don't know. I can't trust them for the 4 quarters, though, because I think eventually at some point, Ohio State could just open it up. And look at last week as a perfect example, right? They actually were only up by 3 at halftime, and then after halftime, they just put the boots to Penn State. That could be the similar story here. Let's not forget Purdue, they're competitive against Rutgers, competitive against Minnesota. If not for turnovers, they're right in the games with Illinois and Notre Dame before that. And then, of course, against Michigan last week, 21-16. They ended up taking them down to the wire. Now, Michigan has clearly got issues. We know that. That's a big part of it, no question. Underwood, not what he's cracked up to be. But nevertheless, I think maybe a first quarter on Purdue. Just, catch Ohio State a little slow, a little sluggish out of the gate, and then eventually they could wake up and get going here. And long term, throughout the course of the 60 minutes, Purdue's offense is probably going to find it tough sledding against one of the best defenses in the country. But I think in this kind of situation, first quarter, Purdue maybe takes advantage of an Ohio State team that maybe takes its time to get into the game. C-Mac, what do you think?
Oh, man. I don't fucking know. I don't know with Purdue here. I don't know what we get. Like, seeing some of those games, just were horrible against Northwestern.
Yeah.
And I think this is the best defense, at least right now in the country, Ohio State. And I love taking any team total under. There's just no value here now, really. Like, Penn State got over it last week. I wasn't on it. It's 13.5. They got a second touchdown in that game. So this Purdue team turns the ball over too much. Last week we were pretty good. Did they have a fumble real quick? Because Brown didn't throw a pick, did he? Yeah, they lost a fumble. Just one. Yeah, he didn't throw a pick though. And their defense is not good. Like, it's looked good in certain situations. But I still don't think they're very good. It seems like Ohio State, but it's just a huge number. So I'll be off.
Yeah, it's tricky. It's a lot of points to be laying on the road. I will say this though about what's the spread in that first quarter? What's that first quarter Purdue plus 7.5 actually in some spots. It was only 7-0 Ohio State last year.
Get the hook
after the first quarter. Like even last year, it took them. And that was a game where Ohio State beat them. What was the score in that? 45-0. But it was only 7-0 after the first quarter.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, first quarter. Don't be shocked if they're a little bit sleepy in the first quarter, Ohio State. That's all I'm saying. Just a little bit.
Hey, I've seen him do it a ton.
Yeah.
Not as much this year, but the last couple of years.
Yeah. That's not a bad situational look. Like I said, I wouldn't want to trust Purdue for 4 quarters because they're just going to get worn down and their offense isn't going to do enough against that defense for the course of the game. But early on, plus 7.5 just to be within a touchdown after the first quarter. I think Purdue can be at home. Can do enough to maybe make that happen.